play our last match of the night. Johnny Q here with Nathan Rose. How you doing, Nathan?
Doing good. How you guys doing?
Hanging in there, brother. I just got knocked out, but by Jimmy, who's getting ready to play. Was he playing Mike? What's
Well,
this match? Is he playing Mike? Mike Davis? So,
it's a
we'll
tough tournament with a
yeah,
lot of good players.
yeah,
I mean,
absolutely.
good turnout, nice pool room. They've tried to do a lot of stuff to get the tables back nice and a nice atmosphere. So it's been a nice little tournament so
Yeah.
far.
I enjoyed it for the time I was in it. So you still got a lot of pool to go, brother.
Yeah, I just lost to Tom Kennedy 7-4, but I was in it 4-4 and had a carom and just scratched and broke 3 times. You can't really do that against the U.S. Open champion. So
Exactly.
just got to tighten up a little bit and grind the loser side now and see what happens.
That's 9-ball, brother.
Yes, it is. The break's very important in 9-ball,
Absolutely. Yep.
especially on an 8-footer.
Right.
You scratch, everything's wide open. So see what happens here. This should be a good matchup between Mike Davis and Jimmy Sandaler.
I'm waiting for the guys to come back to the table, and here we go. So you've had a pretty good career in your in pool so far, from what I've noticed, and I've seen your name around. I've been kind of watching from the wings, but to kind of give me an idea where you came from and how you started.
I appreciate that. Thank you very much. First of all, I'm really trying. I have my son I'm trying to make proud, trying to do the right things, go in the right direction.
There you go.
Just trying to stay focused, trying to hang in there. I mean, my family owned a pool room for 17 years in Stuart, Florida. I was fortunate enough there was a lot of good players over there. I got to see a lot of good pool, go to a lot of big pool tournaments, the Valley State Tournament, Vegas, Bahamas. That was pretty much our
Nice.
family
Oh,
vacation.
there you
So,
go.
I got lucky and we won the Open Division out there in Vegas with my dad in 8-ball, and that's something that I always
Nice.
treasure, getting
Oh,
something to do,
absolutely.
with my dad like
Right.
that. And just trying to go to big tournaments and just trying to get my name out there and just trying to be a good guy and a gentleman and promote the game, win or lose, just trying to have a good attitude and stay
Right. Yeah.
positive. And, sometimes it can be tough, but, we're all competitive. We all want to win. And,
Right.
it's just trying to do your best out there. I just really been trying to stay focused and play good pool lately, and a lot of people have been saying a lot of nice things, and I'm real fortunate about that. And just trying to keep it going.
Right. There you go, man. Yeah, it's all about family, and keeping a good attitude, and being a gentleman of the game. And, I think I think this kind of game kind of got a little bit kind of a bad rap for a while,
Oh yeah,
but there's a lot of great players out there,
there
like
are, and
yourself.
there's a lot of good people in the sport too, and I really
Yes,
appreciate
yeah,
that. And it's a very competitive game. Everybody wants to win. There's a lot on the line, and sometimes people can let their emotions or their tempers get the best of them. I know I have before in the past, and
right,
I've really tried to work on that, and really tried to just try and be a good guy, win, lose, or draw, and be a gentleman. And I just think it helps overall. It helps your pool game. It doesn't help getting upset or,
yeah, exactly.
so just trying to stay positive. Looks like Mike just hit a pretty good kick
Yeah,
there. I
yeah,
don't
he
know if he
did.
can see it.
Yeah, it leaked out just a little bit on him, but it's still, it's not an open pocket, so we'll see what happens.
I'll tell you, Mike Davis plays very well. He's capable of winning any tournament he plays in, and Jimmy Sandaler's a really good player as well. His arm was hurt for a little while, but he just had a surgery, and he's getting back to playing good, and it should be a good matchup. We'll see what happens here.
Took a 2-3 combo in the corner.
A little,
He's playing it safe.
little safety,
A little light, though.
little bounce,
Little light.
bounce, yeah. It's tough to give real good players open shots, especially on little tables, because
Right.
their cue ball control is so good that you really have to
You got 2 angles on here. 4 is a straight. 5 is the other angle.
try and take advantage of your opportunities. Nice shot in the
Yep,
side by
yep.
Mike there. Anytime you're shooting in the side pocket, you really don't have much to work with. There ain't really no cheating it.
Right. He didn't have a lot of room with that 6-ball sitting there either. So
Yeah.
now to get back on this 4-ball is going to be a little bit of a chore. But you're talking about one of the top players around the country. So
You're very correct about
Yeah.
that.
and he got stuck. It's like to sit there and watch this game on TV. It looks easy, but you know from playing it yourself, it's nowhere near that.
You're very right. You know, it's almost just like golf. You know, you watch golf and you watch the ball fly. You don't really get to see their swing or all the timing involved. And that's one thing about pool. Everything looks easy, but there's some rolls. You don't know how it might bounce off the rails. You know, there's a lot of variables in it.
Pretty nice shot there.
That was a very good kick. Hit it on the pro side. Looks like Jimmy might be able to catch the edge and send the cue ball down table.
He's got a piece of it. And it's like but you still got to play that ball perfect. Leaks out a little bit, and now it's a whole different ball game.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
And yeah, so he can see it. So
yes,
it's a tough game.
Yeah, it's all about inches. It's just really tough sometimes. You might not have the right angle, and you just got to try and survive and leave them tough. But
That's a pro shot right there.
That's
nice,
the only
that's
thing.
A nice save.
That was a very nice save. Very nice save. Very good touch with the cue ball. Froze him on it where he has a really tough kick. Took away a couple rails. See, that's the difference between the pro and the amateurs right there. They freeze it or get it tough where they take away the side rail, so you have to kick multiple rails. And it just makes it that much tougher to leave somebody tough. You're trying to just hit the ball then.
So how many times have you and Tommy paired up?
We've been playing a lot lately. We're becoming little nemesis and rivals, the old Silver Fox. But I'll tell you what, I have a lot of respect for Tommy. He's very consistent.
Yeah.
To be the age he is and to still be as competitive and as consistent as he is, I have a lot of respect for him.
And still an all-around great player, you know, and a super nice guy. I've had the opportunity to work with Tommy on his tour, you know, back in the day when I first started doing pool tournaments and stuff, and just a really nice guy and a super great player.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. I've actually got to see him probably since I was about 12 or 14 play on the Florida Pro Tour, and then I got to play on his tour for a little while. So I just very grateful to be playing him in a lot of finals, and it seems like we've split about 3 or 4 tournaments or been in the finals here a lot this year. So I'm just trying to stay humble and appreciative about it.
Well, it's a good attitude.
Very.
You know, it's a tough game, you know, and just to get to the level that you're at, you know, is definitely a blessing.
I appreciate that, and yes, it is. I'm just keep on trying to improve as much as I can.
Yeah, it's all about playing the game and practicing and putting in the time, because there's nothing that can take away from table time. You know, all the knowledge in the world is not going to make you a great player if you don't put the work in.
Exactly,
you've
you're very
obviously
correct.
been doing that.
Well, I appreciate that.
Yes,
thank you. I just feel like if you put in the time and you put in the work under pressure, your mechanics don't fail you. You have that confidence in your mechanics from practicing and working on it. See what Jimmy does here, if he tries to slide behind it or if he tries to hit it full and leave the cue ball there. I think he tried to stay behind there. I think it leaked out.
Well, it's kind of a rough angle that we're looking at on the cameras. It might have leaked out a little bit, yeah.
Yeah, he's got the 4 ball.
Shot. You know, you hear people talk about a textbook run, but I don't know if there's any such thing, is there?
Well, you're exactly right. Everybody has a different stroke and looks at the table differently, and you might feel comfortable playing top on a shot that I feel comfortable playing bottom.
Right.
So, there are certain outs that are the right way to be played with the right angles, but you also got to play it with your stroke and the way that you're comfortable and how you feel is the highest percentage for you and how you like to play and what works for you. You know, somebody might have tried to stun off and come
Right.
straight out. You know, he felt comfortable just playing top with the natural angle. But to get to that high level, all the good players play the angles and try and get on the right side of the ball, so it's just a natural.
Yeah. So he gave him that game. So
Yes, he did.
it's 1 to Mike Davis.
Yes, sir.
Still a lot of pool to go.
Yes, sir. Race to 7.
Hope everybody's enjoying the live stream out there, and glad to have you.
Yes, thanks for being with
Sitting
us.
in the booth with Mr. Nathan Rose.
Appreciate it. Thank you for having me.
Played a tough match with Tommy Kennedy, but again, there's still a lot of pool to go. He's got a long way to go. So.
And of course, you're Johnny Q with ImageCustomCues.com. Best pool cues on the planet.
Do you mind if I give my sponsors a little shout out? Just before he breaks right here, I would like to say thank you to Harris Custom Cues, Hustlin' Clothing, Get Some Billiards Clothing, and also E&K Metals. Those are my sponsors. I just want to say thank you, and I appreciate everything you guys do for me. That was a good break.
It was.
Looks like I don't really see any problems here as long as he just stays down and keeps control of the cue ball. Right out in the center of the table probably be good. Just like so.
Mm-hmm. Looks like a pretty easy roll on the 2 and get back to the 4. Should be a fairly easy table for Mike. A little bit out of line on that shot.
Sometimes
But, how many times have you seen that shot like that? So.
Yeah, sometimes the balls just lay funny on the point. I was playing Tommy and he hung a 2 ball and I come out of there with some spin and it just died off of there and hooked me. Sometimes just like that, it sort of came off the point and just sort of died on him a little bit. Sometimes it looks like a dead out and funny things happen. That's why you can just sort of got to sit there and see what happens. You just never know in pool.
Right, yeah. But he played that 4 ball as good as he could play it.
Yes, he did. Yes, he did.
Yeah, he's definitely in control on this game. So it's like an easy out for Iron Mike. So.
And that's the whole key. If you get out of line, you got to be able to get back in line and just keep it going.
Yeah, I like to say it's not how good you get out of line; it's how good you can recover.
That's right. I like that. I like that. My dad used to tell me, they don't ask you if you were in the sand trap or if you were in the bushes. They just ask you to write down a score. So,
exactly, yeah. And that's all people remember. That, and they don't even necessarily remember the score. They just remember whether you won or lost.
That's right.
That's all that matters.
That's right. Yes, sir. Okay, it looks like.
So it looks like
two,
Mike's up 2-0.
And an alternate break, another thing, it's tough. You don't want to get too far behind too quick because an alternate break is tough to come back.
Exactly, yeah.
It's sort of like tennis. You want to win your serve. You want to try and win your break and stay in control of the table when you have the opportunity.
Exactly.
Let's see if Jimmy Sandaler can muster up a little something and try and get back in the set before it gets a little away here, which he's very capable of.
And as compared to 8-ball, 9-ball breaks, it is so easy to scratch on those. It's amazing how much difference that is.
It like hones into the side.
Yeah.
It just,
Yeah.
it's like it has.
A lot of players like you, I watched Tommy Kennedy earlier. A lot of times you're going for that 1 ball in the side pocket. But that's also so close to scratching every time.
You're exactly right, and it's tough when you rack the 2 in the back and you make the 1 in the side. A lot of times you don't have nothing, so.
It doesn't set you up for the 2 ball.
Ex-
Even if you made it.
Exactly.
He was going for that 2-9 combo. I wasn't sure he was going straight for the corner pocket. He was trying to look for the combo. It looks like he's trying to play a combo.
Yeah, he might have been trying to get a little quick one there and
Yeah.
just seeing what happens. Sometimes you just got to get up there and whatever the table lays, hey, I might be able to get up there and get something going,
Yeah,
get a little momentum.
right? You gotta swing at them sometimes. It's you can't always play in fear of what your opponent. You can never play in fear of what your opponent can do. You got to take control of the table, and sometimes you got to take chances.
You're right. Sometimes you gotta get up there and roll the dice,
Yeah.
and like I try and say, I'd rather go down swinging. I'd rather take a shot and then sell out on a
Right.
safety. I'd
Yeah.
rather sell out swinging at the ball and had a chance to make it or win.
Right. So
You're
this.
hearing that from one of the best players in Florida.
Right.
One of
Yeah.
the best.
Yeah. Yeah. Oh yeah. Yeah.
I appreciate that.
Yeah.
Thank you,
Nathan has
sir.
definitely been on top of this of the tournaments that I've seen here in Florida, and definitely one of the top players. Looks like
Thank
Mike's
you. I
got
really appreciate that.
looks like he's got a pretty easy run out here.
Yep.
Kind of digging Jimmy in a hole, but again, it's even at 3 games, it's still anybody's match.
Yes, sir. The only thing I don't like is it's Mike's break after this. So this was a crucial game, an alternate break, and all of a sudden he gets up there and breaks good from here. And
Yeah, so you get
nice
down.
shot there.
You get down 3-0 here.
That alternate break really makes it where
yeah.
it puts a lot of pressure on you. All of a sudden you have to break perfect every time. You can't get a bad roll. You can't. That alternate break just really makes it tough if you don't get out. You really got to get out to a quick start and try and put some pressure on somebody.
But I think from an open tournament standpoint, you got amateurs playing pros and semi-pros. I mean, I like the format just that it gives you at least gives you a chance at the table.
Exactly.
Not every time, but maybe every other time.
You're
But at least
exactly right.
gives you a chance to get to the table, because if you just sit on the sidelines and watch somebody run out, it's not a lot of fun if you're not one of the top players in the room.
No, that's it's definitely an equalizer. It definitely gives the weaker players a chance. You can't really intimidate anybody because you make a good out and they're right back up there with a break and a chance to get the game right back. If you get up there and break and run 3, 4, 5, a lot of people get up there and miss the next shot, or oh man, guys put a 5-pack on me. It's a little intimidating. So it definitely levels it out, and this has been a good tournament. There's a good mix of amateur and semi-pro, pros. It's been a very good tournament. Very, very good field.
Yep. Indeed, a lot of good players here. Been a lot of good pool today.
And there's a lot more good pool to go.
Oh yeah, we're just
getting warmed up here.
Yeah, we're just winding down on day 1, and there's a lot of pool to play on day 2. So.
Yes, sir. I think we're a little break here, or just a little conversation mode.
So we're waiting on, was it Mike's break now?
Yes, sir.
This is Johnny Q from Image Custom Cues. Nathan Rose, one of the top players in Florida.
Thank you, sir.
And doing a little commentating while Alvin's taking a little break. He took a long drive down here. And
yeah, it was nice to see him.
Sleep.
Yeah, it was nice to see Alvin. I haven't seen him since over at
He's been doing it for a long time.
I haven't seen Alvin since over at Capone's when Tommy and I played in the finals and split over there.
Yeah.
So it was sort of brought back some good memories when I seen him.
Well, when was that? That was last year, wasn't it?
No, it was this year.
Oh, was it this year?
Yeah, it was this year. About 5-6 months ago. Let's see if Jimmy can get something going here. He's got a good shot on the 1. Oh, no. It happens, but he might have got a good leave here. Looks like he might have got a little fortunate roll. We'll see what happens.
Still not a impossible shot either, though. It looks like it's a little bit off the rail.
Yeah, it looks like he can spin it in. I just don't. It's just hard to tell where the cue ball's gonna go. You're sort of. Oh, missed the whole ball.
He missed it, yeah. I think he wanted to get back on that 2-9 combo is what it looked like.
And
he was trying too hard for that shot as opposed to making one ball.
You're right. And you know what I like to say about those is sometimes you got to be willing to miss it to make it.
Right.
And sometimes it looks a little bad, but if he hits that fat, it's not going to go either.
Right. Yeah.
So sometimes on certain shots, on really tight, thin cut shots, you got to be willing to miss it to make it.
Yeah, because you hit it fat, and you're probably still. You still might be okay, It might not be the optimum place you want to leave the cue ball, but you got to take those risks, like you say. Fine shot. Fine shot by Jimmy.
Well, here comes Sandaler, 3-1.
All right, looks like Nathan's got to get up. Nathan, it's a pleasure, brother.
Thank you. I appreciate
And
the
best of luck
invite.
to you.
Thank you. I appreciate
enjoyed
it.
it.
And I'm sure I'll be seeing you all the rest of the
Yes,
weekend.
sir.
Thank
We'll
you
be
very
here.
much.
All right, buddy. Good luck to you. All right, so looks like Mike Lafreniere from Florida Drone Videos is going to get on the headset with us and try and do our best of commentating this last round of live stream.
Hey, how y'all doing? We're back.
Live, baby, live.
Live, baby, live, as Alvin loves to say.
Stealing, yes. Stealing the words of
Yeah.
the infamous Mr. Alvin from Inside Pool TV.
And infamous he is. Yeah. Out of this world, that guy. All right, 1-3 is Mr. Davis is in the lead. Is that right?
Yep, 1-3, and looks like he made the 2-ball on the break. You know, I mean, you got to give Alvin as much time as he spent on the road doing
Oh
this.
gosh,
I met Alvin.
he deserves all the credit in the world.
I met him in a tournament before he even started doing live stream. I think we did like the Patriot Cup at Planet 9 Ball in Tampa, Florida, in like 2001, 2002.
That was a little while ago.
Yeah.
And here we are in
couple
2016.
years,
He's been
couple
doing this
years back, you
Yeah.
know, and it was kind of funny when we kind of all hooked up. I didn't realize that I knew
Oh, look at
him
this
as long
safety
as
shot.
I did.
I had to hate to interrupt you, but that
that's
was
okay,
a great
yeah.
shot.
Yeah, he played a great save. So we'll see what Iron Mike can do with it.
But yeah, Alvin, he does deserve all the credit in the world.
Absolutely.
He works his tail end off, lives like a gypsy just to get this done,
Yeah.
traveling around the country.
Yeah, a lot of people don't realize what it takes
yeah.
to put these things together, you know, and he's definitely the trooper to put in the work.
Look
and,
at that. Boy, did he
He hit it
he
good.
put that, I mean,
He
that
did
was
good,
the
but
smallest of windows,
yeah.
and he put it right through there.
And he got it through there and got safe on top of it.
Sure
you know,
did.
So
Again, we are at the Tiger Winter 9-Ball Open at Uncle Waldo's here in Daytona Beach, Florida. Great place. I think they said 14 tables. They got a snooker table, which Mr. Johnny Q just resurfaced for him, put new cloth on it. And Johnny has his own little business at ImageCustomCues.com, the best pool cues on the planet. They are,
look at this
believe
shot.
me, they are awesome.
Not to interrupt
Custom
you
cues.
here, but look at this shot that Jimmy just
Wow,
played on.
look at
on
that.
Mike just let him
Ouch.
tough on the 7-ball.
Let's take a look at a different angle.
That's tough. That's a tough lie.
That's true. Good shot.
Yeah, what would you do with that, Johnny? That's a tough
I think
set.
you got. I mean, you just got. I think at this point you just got to try and play 2 rails to get back to it.
Yeah, that's a punt.
Yeah, it's or maybe even he's looking at 3
Yeah.
maybe.
That is a tough
think
one. He's
I'd
taking a lot
I think
of
would
time to look
try
at this.
From an amateur standpoint, I think I'd try to play 2 rails and maybe try and kiss it off the 7-ball.
Yeah, that's a
But I'm not his caliber
is a
either,
tough
so
one.
we'll see what he does.
definitely a tough set. He's got a plan though.
He decided to tie up the 5-6
Yep.
and give him ball in hand.
And give him ball in hand, but at least he's
But-
tied something up for
But
him.
that 5-ball's not clear, so that was actually a really
Yeah,
nice,
yeah,
really nice calculated
a
shot
great
that he made
and,
there. So
yeah, and how many people, amateurs,
think
would
about-
consider that?
Right, I know.
Definitely not many.
No,
And I'm
no,
one.
not
I
at
would
all.
not
Not
consider
at all,
that.
yeah.
A great job by Mr. Mike Davis.
See, now that's a dangerous shot. Anytime you put the 1 around the 9-ball, you know it's. I mean, he
And
got
you know he's after the one.
He probably got it. He got it. Looks like he got a real good lie on it, but it's it's a risky shot. But as Nathan was saying, you got to take risk in the game.
Yep, and that's from one of the best pool players around, Nathan Rose. Sometimes you just have to go for it, play that little bit of a risk, and go down swinging if you're going to go down at all.
Jimmy just took me out in the last match, and there's a number of times when I got down on the shot, I was like, you know what, you just got to go big or stay home. and it worked until I ran into Jimmy. But hey, that's okay. I feel like he was supposed to beat me anyway. I think I played pretty good in this tournament, considering how much table time I've had to put in
Oh gosh,
you know,
yeah.
So I feel comfortable
It's
with
been
the way
quite
I
a
play.
while since you've really played and tried to consider serious play, other than a little bit of stuff here and there, and small little tournaments. But
What did
to
he
get
get
this
over
far, you've
here
done
on this
pretty darn
five
well.
ball? Was that five ball go? Looks like it goes by the
Oh,
8.
I'm
I
sorry
think
about that,
there's-
guys. We
I think
went to
there's
the
a
wrong
little bit
camera.
I think there's a little bit of pockets
I
obstructed, but looks
I
like it should
don't
be a
have the
pretty good
camera
lie.
over as far as we need for that corner, but
He looks pretty good from here.
I think he may have that shot. He's not considering it too harshly, so I think he's got it. Nice.
Yep. And Jimmy's a pretty good player, so he should be able to get out from here. Looks like 6 in the corner, 7 in the side, 8 in the corner, and the 9 ball.
Yeah, I
Pretty-
think
pretty
Jimmy's got this all set out.
Pretty textbook out if he doesn't make a serious mistake.
Slight issue here. I'm not sure what his
Looks like
angle
an
is on
easy
that
draw
7.
back to get to the
He
8.
carry comes back.
Yeah,
It's nice shot.
He hit it perfect.
Yeah.
Yeah, he whipped me 7-3, but I got three games, so I'm good with that.
Nice job,
Very,
Jimmy.
Very nice out, Jimmy.
Okay, we're keeping the match in pretty close. 3-2 now.
Looks like we got a little bit of a break here before the next game starts up.
Yeah, it
Gonna
looks
be
like they're
Mike
doing that.
Davis's break.
We'll switch back over to the camera so you can see a little bit more of the room. There is actually a beautiful room here. This is Uncle Waldo's in Daytona Beach, Florida. They have 14 tables. They've changed around the room. New owners, Tony and Patty, great people. They've expanded the kitchen, really good restaurant area type food, and a great job, good people, and real fun to be around.
Yeah, they did a really nice job changing the room around. There's if anybody's ever been here before, there was a wall in the front, probably 10, 12 feet before the front of the building that they opened up and really opened up the pool room really nice. Did a good job recovering the tables, put new rails in. It's a good atmosphere, nice people, good food.
Yeah, it's been a lot of fun coming here for the last few days, setting things up. We've set up the Rack and Roll America program for them. You can read about that if you want to on rackandrollamerica.com. We're putting in the rewards program, the Inside Pool TV rewards program, where the customers can come in and swipe a little card, earn rewards, and get a free drink or some time on the table. And the more rewards you get, the more rewards you get. That's basically how it works. They've got the billiard channel, of course, playing on the TV. And this match and the rest of them that we're filming here will all be on the billiard channel.
And this is a pretty new program for Inside Pool and the Billiards channel, and while it's just kind of getting launched off the ground, there's going to be a lot of good specials. I think I'm probably going to have a cue that's going to be given away with this program
Right,
here in the fairly near future.
ImageCustomCues.com. They are. I've been to Johnny's shop multiple times. These are basically handmade cues.
It's not basically.
Yeah, I mean they are.
They
You're
are.
right. These are not machine made from a computer. He has his hands on every single part of the cue that's going together. Everything is weighted for the individual. If you order a cue from Johnny, he makes it, and it's weighted front to back for the person. The height is set. I mean, they are as custom as you can get. And if you want something exotic on it, he makes it happen. And it really is all by hand. I've played with his cues. I'm not any kind of a pro player, but oh my God, they play awesome.
Well, thank you, Mike. I
As
appreciate
Mr. Morris says,
Rodney
Morris, they hit solid. He
and
loves
that's-
it, you.
And that's the one thing that I've taken pride in, and I never try and coax anybody into saying anything about a cue, but that's the one thing that I hear consistently
Yeah,
about my
they are
cues,
solid.
that those cues hit solid, and I feel good about that.
Yeah.
And I started building cues as a pool player, so when somebody says something like that, it makes you feel good.
It does.
That you've done good
And
work.
a lot of the pro players if it's not a really solid cue, but they like it anyway, they put that metal collar. They want that metal collar in the center to make it more solid.
Right. All right, so we got a break here.
But when they play with Johnny's, they don't need it. There's no collar needed. It's
Right.
amazing.
Well, let's get to a little bit of pool
Yeah.
here. Mike broke. It looks like he made a couple balls on the break and has got a tough lie on the one, but I'm sure he's well versed in how to get out of this predicament.
A bit of an angle to get into this, and where he's going to leave the ball.
I think you leave it. I think you try and leave the cue ball behind the 5 and play the 1-up table. We'll see what's Mike's take it on this shot is.
Evidently, he's got a plan. He's going straight to it. That is exactly what he did.
You know, and you make that ball
All
you're still,
the way down.
and he did make it. Oh no, he was but he still left himself good on the behind the 5. Or did it leak out a little bit?
I think
Hard to
he's
say.
got enough room to maybe go around that ball.
No,
He did.
No.
He left him enough room to get around.
Looked like he had shattered them just a little bit, but you know it's hard to see on the monitors what
Right.
the table actually looks like.
Right. Yeah, watching the monitor is nothing like standing next to the pool table. So we do have a different angle than most people will see.
Oof! Wow.
Uh-oh.
It looks like he rushed that shot a bit and missed it.
May have a bit of an issue. There's a little blockage with the 4, but with Mr. Davis, he's going straight to that.
Yeah, he doesn't look like he has any reservation at all.
No.
That's what I mean. It's like, you know, you gotta be careful how you play this game and how you approach each shot because one mistake can be huge in this game.
Right. And it looks like Jimmy may have taken that last shot for granted just a little bit
Yeah,
and didn't
it's
concentrate
easy,
on
and
it.
it's easy to do, you know, but and it's hard to slow yourself down. You kind of get in a rhythm and you kind of rush shots and especially when you're playing somebody like Mike or Nathan or Tommy, you know, or any of these good guys, you really need to slow yourself down and really take
Right.
take the time to look at what you're doing instead of just jumping up and swinging at the ball. But it's very easy to do.
Straw.
I get that part
Yeah.
of it.
Yeah, he did a good draw on that. He's got room to get around.
Yeah, he kind of hit a little light. I think he
Let's
could
see if we got a different angle on
He's
here.
definitely got the ability to get further back table where he could have just rolled up behind the 7 and got on the 8, but he played a little bit short. But he's definitely a great player, so I'm
Yeah.
sure he's.
Well, there's room
he
to
can
get by.
himself out, yeah.
That's for sure. But
He can just
it's
easy roll this
slightly,
and
definitely a speed issue on this shot, huh?
Yeah. Ooh.
Yeah.
Yeah. So I mean, it's like there's no easy shots on the table. It might look easy when you're watching it on TV, but there's no easy shots.
Well, this is definitely a bank shot. Let's see how Jimmy does.
I think I'd cut it, play a little bit of left on the cue ball, and try and get back on
Yeah,
the 8. If I was playing this shot,
I
that's
think
the
he
way I'd
is
play
going to
it.
slice that. He sure did.
And he played it pretty good.
He sure did. Yep, nice. And he's got decent shape for that 9.
So now we could be looking at a 3-2 match, and totally different than it was when we first started talking about this game. Yep.
He let him
So
have that. We're back to
so
normal.
we're looking at 3-3.
3-3.
Okay.
Most definitely.
So now it's anybody's match. Yeah, see, Jimmy's up to break now. He could actually take control of this table if he breaks these balls
He sure
right.
could. He went from behind
And
to
yeah, he was
a
looking at
really
seriously
high
behind.
probability of
Yeah.
being ahead of this.
here's one of these shots that me and Nathan were talking about earlier. Is like, do you go for the shot, go for the bank,
Right, or do you just
try and play
really try to
safe,
play
you know?
something
Yeah.
safe?
Yeah, he went
At
for-
this
he went
point,
for
with
the
them
bank,
3-3,
and he went for the
he
bank, but
he did.
but he's 3-3 now. So, and he actually got really good shape on that ball.
sure
so
did.
I think Mike sees a piece.
A little
of
bit
it,
of
but
luck in there, but yeah, he sure did.
It's where sometimes you just got to go for the shot and take what the table gives you.
Right.
Had he made that ball, he was perfect on the 2-ball. But see, now he's kind of taking the momentum away from Mike, and now Mike hit the ball, but
Right.
he didn't get safe on it.
Yeah,
so
it does play into the head game part of the
Yeah,
game, doesn't it?
Yeah, it's
and it matters.
I like to say this game is like 70% skill and 80% mental, and those numbers don't necessarily match up. But if you played the game, you kind of understand that if you don't get your mental part of this game down,
Yeah.
it can be a huge problem.
Yeah. And it's
See,
look at
now
that.
he hit
Look
a
at that.
perfect shot on the 1, but got a bad roll off of the 9-ball, and
Sure
and,
did.
And now the control goes back to Mike.
Another one of our sponsors is Sign Science. That little sign that you see there in the back says Rock and Roll America was made by Sign Science. You can go to their website. It's called Branded by Light, BRANDED by Light, brandedbylight.com. Great job. The guy's name is Corey. He lives here in Florida, done that sign for us, and it's...
That's some
He
fairly
says
new
you-
technology,
Yeah,
isn't it?
it is. It's some kind of what they call firewire or something
Okay.
like that. He actually makes this... actually makes it. He's one of the only people in the
What did
world that
he-
does this,
as
and
he
it's
said, like you can run over this thing with
with
a
a
Mack,
Mack
truck.
You can run it over. I'm not going to try it.
I don't know what you paid for it, but I don't know that I suggest it throwing out on the
But yeah, it's a
pavement or
beautiful
rolling
sign.
over,
I
but
love
yeah,
that sign. He's done
really
a great
nice
job for Rock and Roll America, and we definitely want to mention him as a sponsor. He gave us a good deal on that sign, and real proud of it. He was very happy how it came out. And boy, is it bright, especially at night. It's got a nice background light to it too. Beautiful sign. Let's watch Mr. Mike Davis Jr. after this 5-ball. And nice setup for the 6.
And again, we got to thank the Tiger Winter 9-ball Open for giving us all the opportunity to participate in one of his events.
Sure.
Tommy
Talked to
Kennedy
Jimmy Phillips, was the tournament director. We had him here earlier commentating with us. We talked to him about it. He's a nice guy and really trying his best to promote the leagues in this area that he's trying to get going.
He's got a tap
for the
league in
for
this
the
area.
tap pool league.
Yeah.
Yeah, exactly. He's got a few counties around, and he's actually considering a few more.
Nice. You know, it's a great sport, and it's nice to see people that are putting in the work. You know, to make the
Yep.
the sport better. You know.
Yep. Yep.
Uh,
Definitely. He over and over and over he kept saying, all the money goes back to the players. It's so important that we try to do that as much as we can.
Patty and Tony have done a great job with this room since they've had it. I think it's
Definitely.
been,
Uncle Waldo's,
been a
yeah.
fairly short period of time, but they've done a lot of good stuff in here. So glad to be a part of that.
And Tony, I got here at 8:15 this morning or 8:20. He was here way before that, and he's still here.
Yep.
What a hard worker that guy. He wants this to go right for the players, the people, and of course to make a little bit of money. But yeah, they have done a terrific job on this room. Good solid break by Mike.
7 in the side. Looks like you got the 2 pinned up behind the 9-ball. It's going to be tough to get back to.
Maybe a bit of an issue with
But if anybody can get back to
lie on
it,
that
I
one.
think Mike's probably one of those players that has a good idea how to get there. We'll probably play it in the side, but it's always tough playing that angle because the speed you got to hit that ball. It's going to be tough. And that's the way I would have went.
Nice. That was
That's a
beautiful.
Beautiful
And
shot.
a little bit of touch on the 8-ball helped a little.
think anytime you get it rolling that way.
Uh-oh.
No, he opted for the
Yeah,
safe. That
he
was actually,
sure
that was
did.
a very nice shot.
Wow. Wow. Most definitely.
Maybe the angle on the table was a little bit different than what we were watching on the monitors, so
Yep.
he elected to play
Exactly.
safe and played a great safe.
Yeah, that's definitely something to watch. You have a shot, a good shot, a real easy shot on your ball, but the safe is still a better shot.
Right, yeah, because it's all about getting to the next ball or the ball after that. It's not
Right.
all about making a ball. It's about being able to make the next ball. And
And just like he did, now he gets to put that ball
Right,
wherever he
now.
wants. Yep.
And now it's a pretty wide open table from here for Mike. Definitely well capable of running out this rack. Again, none of them are easy, but he's got the skills.
Just that basic decision. Where are you going to set up for the next third shot out?
Yep. You want to jump on here? So I'm on. I muted. These are both muted. Looks like. They're up. Looks like Mike played a really nice shot to get back on the 6 ball. Should be a fairly easy lie from here. The next 3 balls. Pretty much a textbook out here. All right, this is Johnny Q from Image Custom Cues, and I'm here doing a live stream with Chris. Okay. Welcome, Chris. Good to have you.
Thank you, thank you.
Yes, sir. So it looks like Jimmy's got control of this table for now.
It looks like he played a pretty good bump shape right there for
Yeah.
the 4. Or is that the 8 ball that I see
Well,
there?
yeah, it looks like the
4 ball.
4's goes in the top left corner, and the 5 is that the 5 or is that the 3? He's playing. It looks like he's playing the 3-6. Because on the monitors, it's kind of hard to tell where we play.
I must
the
be
3 ball,
colorblind. I think I'm
yeah.
colorblind. That's the only thing that it is.
Well, but the colors are just a little funky too.
Get the right
So
angle, you can go to 5.
Okay, there we go.
So I can do
That's a little bit better there. Nice little bump shape off the 9 to put it up on the rail. Good shape on the 6 ball.
looks like he plays the 6 ball in the corner, the 7 in the side, 8 in the top left corner. And he played
Oh,
it.
he played it
It
short.
long. He tried to play it long to go back in the corner. I think if it was me, I probably would have played it to go on the side. But like I say, when you're standing at the table, it's a whole lot different than when you're watching on our monitor.
Well, that's that nerves too. You are playing Mike Davis.
Right.
One of the top players right now.
Now, is
Well,
he trying to go 3 rails or is he going to play
it
safe?
looks like he's gonna go 3 rails here. Oh,
Yeah,
shot that ball right in the side.
That's why I said it. I personally would have probably tried to play it easy in the side and got back to the 8 ball
Oh, yeah.
and then go up table for the 9. But like I say, everybody sees the table a little bit different. So we got a raffle coming up.
Yeah, we have
Tell me about that.
we actually have 3 raffles going on. Actually, one of them's a charity raffle for Alan Bibby. He recently had passed away Wednesday
That's a
due
shame.
to cardiac arrest. And we're doing a raffle for him. All the proceeds are going to go to his family for the funeral. And then we're also doing a raffle just on the outside of that. One's for an iPad Mini or a Galaxy S7. Tickets for that's going to be $10 with 40 spots. And then we have that 2x2 jump break or JB case. I call it jump break because I'm pretty sure that's what the names are. But,
It's all about
I could be wrong.
It's all about perception, right?
yeah, it's all about all of perception in the pool world nowadays, ladies and gentlemen. But those tickets are going for $10 too, and they have a few spots left for those. But the big thing is going to be for Alan Bibby. He was a great pool player, very good competitor.
I haven't seen Alan in a long time, but I do know Alan, and my hearts and prayers definitely go out to his family. And sorry for your loss, and really ashamed to lose another great pool player. But unfortunately, that's the facts of life.
Yeah.
Not easy to deal with, but those are the cards we dealt, and we just gotta move on and do the best we can. But definitely, our hearts go out to the family.
That is for sure. Like I said, Bibby was a very, very good competitor and even better human being. So
Absolutely.
a good little shot there for the
That
bump shake to
was,
give
yeah.
him the 2 ball there in the side. A little backspin there to put it on the 5 ball. Oh, he went.
Yeah, he probably played a little harder than he should, but he's definitely.
Oh, he's going up for the 4 ball on
okay,
top
the
rail. I
fours,
didn't even
that's
see
what
that
I'm
one.
saying. It's hard to see the colors on these monitors as to what ball you're playing. So. Oof.
Nice little,
Oh, yeah,
nice little
looks pretty
cut shape
good,
there.
yeah. Should be able to play the 5 in the top left corner and the 6 right behind it.
Man, he's still got a great stroke. We was talking earlier, and he was saying that he has a pinched nerve, and he doesn't play nearly as good as he did 2-3 years ago. But it doesn't look like he really has missed a step.
Yeah, he doesn't. He doesn't look like he's hurting too bad to me right now, but.
Nice little shot there on the 6 ball to get the shape on 7.
If this is Iron Mike hurting, I don't think anybody wants to see him in dead stroke.
Right. Oh, I missed that. Oh, he gets lucky
man,
with
yeah,
the shape over into the 7, and he
That's
gets
what you-
perfect shape on 8.
You gotta love 9 ball.
Yeah.
That pocket.
Definitely a love-hate relationship.
Yeah, he's definitely right about that. Love-hate for sure.
I think we all love to hate this game.
Oh, he's got a little bit
sometimes.
of a cut shot here on the 9 ball. He's left himself a little out of position there.
Yeah, I need a little bounce off the rail, but like I said earlier, it's like it's not how far you get out of line, it's how well you can recover.
Well, these tables here, they play pretty wide open. So I mean, even with this kind of shape, you can still get a good little roll. Nice
Beautiful
out.
shot.
Right, nice out there for Mike. Looks like that's the match.
All right, folks. Looks like this is going to be the end of the night for the live stream for the Tiger Winter 9 Ball Open. This is Johnny Q from Image Custom Cues. Chris Best. What else you got to say for me?
Not much. Pay attention for tomorrow. We got some more live streaming going tomorrow, especially with the second chance tournament we got going on. It's going to be really interesting.
Lots of good pool coming up. Chris, I appreciate you joining us up here and commentating with us a little bit. And you guys don't be afraid to put a little bit of money into the Alan Bibby
charity auction. Well, charity raffle.
Yeah, so help that family out the best you can. Shout out to Tony and Patty at Uncle Waldo's Billiards in Daytona Beach, Florida.
And All About Billiards as
Yeah,
well.
absolutely.
Shout out to them for hosting the event. Until next time, I think we are with Inside Pool TV. And this is Chris, and I'm outie.
All right, buddy. Take care. We'll see you tomorrow. Mike's going to jump on the mic for just a second. Get through the last second of this live stream. Thank you guys for joining us.
Yep, thank you all.
Hope you enjoyed all the pool.
The end of the Tiger Winter 9-Ball Open for this evening, but we will be back tomorrow for the rest of it. Good night, y'all.